And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another stadium review. Yes, this is the stadium reviews that I promised from our little Toledo outing that we just recently did. You can check out the vlog that just came out about that. If you want more visuals on what I'm going to be talking about in this review, as well as another review coming in another couple of days. But this is of Savage Arena, located in Toledo, Ohio. Obviously, it's home of Toledo men's and women's basketball. Toledo University of Toledo. So it's my fourth MAC school that I'd seen a sporting event at. First one not in Michigan, and it was my technically I guess third MAC arena. And we like I said, we in the vlog we threw this on at the very end. We recently were only going to go see one sporting event, and then we realized that they were in town. Tickets weren't that expensive. I think row 6 in the lower bowl was $25 a piece, and that came with a free foam finger. And I would say that was pretty good. So I'd say that's a pretty good price. They played Ball State. They beat them 73-55. I didn't really give a shit about the score because I don't really care about either team. I was just there to take in the experience. And I do have some thoughts on this arena, so let's jump right into it, shall we? Now the exterior of this arena is very deceiving. It kind of looks like a prison, honestly. It's very old, bricky, blocky, gray. There is a cool rocket that's like blows out steam right outside the arena. I thought that was pretty cool. And it sits on a nice hill. It's pretty visible from the campus, which is nice. But it can be a little deceiving because when you go inside the arena, it's completely different. The concourse layout's a bit weird. It is 2 concourses, kind of like what Western's arena is. Central, not really. Central's kind of just its own concourse. I guess a little bit. I don't know. It's once you figure out where you're at, it's not difficult. But coming in for the first time, we went in like a side entrance as well. We couldn't even find the main entrance to the building. The main entrance is not facing the road, which is really, really weird. It's on the complete other side. So if you don't know that going in, we went in the side door and it was fine. Like we found out where we needed to go, but it was a little weird. There's 2 concourses, but it's not like super hard to navigate. It's also not very big. And you can't do a full circle, which is disappointing, but oh well. I want to make it. The bathrooms have only one door that acts as both an entrance and an exit. This wasn't a big deal for this game because it was not crowded by any means, but could see how if they were playing a bigger opponent, that could cause some congestion. But it wasn't a problem here. The concession stands are also sit very short. Like we had to I'm not a very tall guy. I'm like 5'10", but I had to duck down just to see the menu, which was basic concession food. You still want to see what there is and what the prices are, and you can't even see it from standing up. What the hell? Is there a step we had to take down, or is it for short people? But the prices are actually pretty decent. I got a combo of a hot dog. By the way, that was the softest tasting hot dog in my life. It was a little weird, but it was good. And a bag of chips and a drink for $7. Meanwhile, all the items individually would have cost probably about 11 or 12. Not bad. And you're going to get a brat instead of a hot dog. And that's even better value. So that's pretty cool. So decent prices, which was nice. The arena itself is very high tech. For what it is, it's you can tell that they do a lot of upkeep on it. They have a lot of cool pyrotechnics, or I guess digital pyrotechnics, not really real pyrotechnics. That they do on the scoreboard. The scoreboard's really, really nice. It was very, very visible, very modern, good graphics. It really helped that high-tech value that they have for the arena, which was nice. But overall, still, for it's not like a revolutionary arena when it comes to technology or anything, but for a Mac arena, especially Toledo, it's pretty good. The environment was honestly not that great because again, it wasn't very crowded, but still had a good time. Just taking in the vibes of the arena. It was a lot more low key, laid back, what you would expect for a Mac game for the most part. So it wasn't anything unexpected. But really, I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this arena. The layout of with like the entrances and is one of my bigger ones, like I said before. And another one that I will say is how the seats are oriented. This is mostly for the lower bowl seats that we were sitting in, because the whole lower bowl is like retractable seating, I guess for like gymnastics or like shows or something like that. Which is weird because there's not a lot of capacity when you remove those retractable seats, but I digress. But because they're retractable, the seats, even though they are chairback seats, they do sit on a unibar, like one bar for all the seats. So if there's a screw loose somewhere, everybody's going to feel it because you're just rocking back and forth, rocking back and forth. Now the row is pretty full. You don't really notice it, but when Jeffy and Garry got up to go to get a drink at one point in the game and I stayed in the seat, I was rocking like crazy, and that's a little concerning. But again, it's not something that you'll notice unless you're the only one in the row, pretty much, or like one of only like two people. But it was surreal. I think it was not the first arena that I think I've experienced this with. But for the life of me, I can't remember the other arena. But I remember talking about this in a different review. It's weird that it's happened twice. Weird. But otherwise, I mean, this is a pretty nice arena. I was pleasantly surprised, especially after the exterior first impressions. Dare I say it's my favorite Mac arena that I visited so far. I guess it's only the third one, but it's better than Central and Western. I'll definitely give it that. It's pretty nice. So, my final score for Savage Arena, I'll give it a good 6.5. 6.5 out of 7. 6.5 out of 10, I think, is a good rating for it. It's again, it's all right. It's just all right. It's nothing crazy. But if you're in the area for something, or you're a Toledo fan, or your team you root for is going to Toledo, and you're in the area, tickets aren't that expensive. I highly recommend it. I think you'll have a great time, especially if you're a basketball fan. So, that being said, that's going to do it for this review. If you've ever been to Savage Arena, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. Stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more stadium reviews and other awesome stuff. I got one more coming up from this little trip that we did. Stay tuned for that. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.